Today is a big day. After almost a month on the road, we're leaving the US and we're crossing the border back into Canada. Come and follow along and see how our day goes. On the other side of that water body behind those houses is the Canadian border. So we're almost home. As Canadians buying a trailer in the US, we had to go through a process of importing the trailer back into Canada. This meant we had to fill in some paperwork ahead of time through the Registrar of Imported Vehicles. After that, when you actually get to the border, you need to bring some printed paperwork along that you've previously completed, and the customs officers go through a few steps with you. Overall, it took us maybe 30 minutes at the border, but we were really lucky at this border crossing because there was hardly anyone here. So we were happy that we had chosen this particular border crossing. Now that we've crossed the border, we're headed to a small town near Smith Falls, Ontario. We actually had a hard time finding a campsite yet again because of the time of year. Nothing is really open yet because it's still too cold. We also couldn't find anything on Harvest Host or Hip Camp. Luckily, Dave had a friend who lives in this area, or I should say her parents live in this area, and they've been kind enough to let us stay in their driveway overnight. So we're really lucky. Thank you so much, Nancy and Denis. It's still only early afternoon, and we're all set up. So we thought we'd go exploring. Our next stop was Smith Falls, Ontario, which is home to Tweed. This is a cannabis processing facility, and I really wanted to stop here, not because I wanted to try cannabis, but because the company that I worked for actually designed the visitor center here. I was really hoping to get a tour inside, but unfortunately it was closed, so I guess I'll have to see it another time.